Hey guys, Joe DeMarco from the Crazy New York Driver Show, Friday, March 18th, 2016. Welcome to another eBay video and discussion. I hope everything went well for you this week on your eBay sales. Today we're going to be discussing several topics, including, but not limited to, the correct procedure to initiate an eBay return, more about lowball offers, and more about your comments and concerns on last week's video. I would like to start off right there with your comments and concerns on last week's video. I read all of your comments, and one of the comments that seemed to pop up more than others was about going to the post office with your boxes and having them scanned in. There were several people that said they do not like to go to the post office and wait on the line because they don't have that kind of time, and they said they arrange for a USPS pickup at their house or at their business. And they were wondering why I didn't do that. Well guys, for me it's not a big deal. My post office is located only a couple of blocks from where I work. I mean, it's right on the way to work. I walk in and I literally drop the boxes off right there on the counter. There's rarely a line, except of course at Christmas time, during the holidays, and of course there is a line then. But throughout the year, alright, there might be one person ahead of me sometimes, but it's not a big deal. I'm in and I'm out, and it's not an issue for me. I could, if I wanted to, arrange to have them come to my store and pick everything up every day, but I don't think that's necessary. It's not a big deal for me. I don't mind going there and chatting with the good people at the post office. They're very friendly to me. I know some of you guys don't share my sentiments in your local branch, but I just wanted to clear that up, why I go myself and drop the stuff off. It's just plain easier for me. Moving right on. Sales this week were good, but not great. They were not earth-shattering, okay? I didn't have any days that I was shut out. However, Wednesday was slow and Thursday was slow, okay? You might notice that the title of the video talks about eBay returns and the proper way to handle them. I am really shaking my head in disbelief. As you guys know, I get more returns than most of you guys. In fact, on one of my videos a few months ago, I actually put a dare out there to see if any one of you guys could equal the amount of returns I get on eBay, and I don't think there was a single one. There was a couple of people that said they get returns on Etsy quite a bit, on Amazon quite a bit, but I don't think any of you guys get the amount of returns I do per week on eBay. And I'll put that out there again right now before I lead into my main topic. I want to know if any of you get more than 4 or 5 returns per week on eBay. If so, I want to hear from you guys. Now, returns on eBay are just business, alright? I just told you I get quite a bit, more than you guys, and I can deal with it because I sell a lot. The more you sell, you would think the more returns you're going to get. I'm not complaining about it. I accept it. I don't like it, but it's just part of doing business. eBay has done a good job in streamlining the returns process. If you buy something on eBay and you want to return it, the proper procedure is to go into your My eBay or your eBay Seller Hub Beta, click on your purchase history or buying history, depending on your correct terminology, and from the drop-down menu, select Return this item, and you will initiate a return request. It's very easy, and eBay did a great job of streamlining it. Now, there are some buyers that prefer not to use that. Instead, they prefer to call or contact us directly. Let's say calling me at work. And I have no problem with that either, because they might call me and tell me, Joe, I bought the wrong size. I screwed up. I accept that. It happens, all right? Or Joe, I found the item cheaper or I don't need it anymore. All right? It happens. But what really confounds me is people who take it upon themselves to return an item without contacting me through eBay or in any means whatsoever. In my 17 years on eBay, it's only happened about half a dozen times, and it happened most recently last Friday after I made my video. So I couldn't talk about it here, but I want to explain this to you guys right now. I just told you the proper procedure for initiating an eBay return. That is important, and it's crucial to your eBay buyer protection. If you want to be protected as a buyer on eBay, you must follow eBay's rules. It helps you, it helps eBay keep control of the situation and monitor it, and it even helps the sellers, us. Do not ever take it upon yourself to return something without contacting the seller through eBay, or if the seller is amenable, directly. You will lose your eBay buyer protection. So as I told you, in my 17 years on eBay, it's happened about 6 times, most recently last Friday. A package comes in, a box, and it's an item that I had sent out maybe a week or 2 before. The guy opened the item, looked at it, removed the letter that I send and my receipt, removed that, but sent everything else back. On the letter, it clearly says, if you need to return this item, it's not a problem. Just give me a call and I'll explain how to do it, or do it directly through eBay. This guy took that letter out and the receipt, kept it, never contacting me through eBay or directly, and just took it upon himself to return the item. Now that puts me in a quandary. And he screwed himself too. I don't know why he's returning this. Is it the wrong size? Is it buyer remorse? What is the reason? I don't know. Now you're probably thinking, well, Joe, why don't you contact him through eBay messages and see what he says? Well, guess what? It's one of those people that's new to eBay, and you know these people, you can contact them till you're blue in the face, but they usually do not return any messages. So that's my situation now. Giving him the money back is not a problem. That's easy. But he just lost any buyer protection because he didn't follow the rules. He has to initiate a return request and upload tracking to be eligible for buyer protection, and he's just circumvented eBay's system totally. And that bugs me out. I've talked to a few of you guys on the phone about this kind of situation. So my question to you right now is, in your eBay career, how many times have people taken it upon themselves just to send an item back with no explanation, no contact through eBay, no contact to you, no note in the box, nothing? Please comment below. Tell me how many times it's happened to you, and a little bit about the incident if you don't mind, because I'm really curious. This really bugs me out. eBay has done a really good job of protecting sellers. I'm sorry, I meant to say protecting buyers. They've improved seller protection too, but let's go back to buyers for a moment. eBay does a really good job of protecting buyers. I don't think there's a single person out there that will fault me on this. Given that, why do people shun eBay's buyer protection plan, circumvent it, and do things their own way? I don't get it. I just don't freaking get it. If you bought an item anywhere from any company online, would you just take it upon yourself to return the item and take all the paperwork out and send it back? I wouldn't. I would always contact the company either by phone or email. Most likely by phone I would probably try and do it, assuming it wasn't eBay. and I'd find out what's going on. Hey, you sent me something, you know, that doesn't fit, or I bought the wrong size, or it's not the right color. Could I exchange it? I would want to talk to somebody and get some assurances. I just don't get why people take it upon themselves to send something back with no communication whatsoever. Thankfully, it's not a common problem. It's happened maybe 6 or 7 times in 17 years. But I'd like to get your opinion on this. Tell me what you think, guys. Okay, next item. We're going to talk a little bit more about lowball offers. I've talked about this repeatedly in the past, but the other night on Facebook in one of the groups, a long and heated thread was started. An eBay seller was complaining about lowball offers. And of course, one thing led to another and everybody was jumping in. To reiterate my position on lowball offers, I have no problem with them. They don't bother me. I don't get upset. I don't get pissed off. You know why? I'll tell you why. I would never get mad at somebody for doing something that I myself do. I give out lowball offers myself occasionally. For instance, if a guy has an item listed for $100 or best offer, it is not unusual for me to offer the guy $50. Now, the odds of him taking it are near dead zero, but I'm fairly certain he will come back with another offer, a counter offer, maybe around 75 or 80 bucks, and often we will get together and take it. So when people offer me $50 on a $100 item, I don't get all upset and bent out of shape. What I will do is I'll say to them, no, I can't accept that. It's too low because the post office has just raised its rates considerably, and I'm the guy that has to pay the cost. Plus I have to pay eBay fees and PayPal fees, so I'm sure you understand. Usually the guy will write back with a better offer. Not always, no, not always. I'd say 1 time out of 3 he'll come back with a better offer. For instance, the other day I had an item listed for $120 and a guy offered me 80 bucks. And I said to him, you know, I can't do it because it's a heavy item. I've got to ship it to you. I've got to pay the fees, the shipping fees, PayPal, and eBay fees. He wrote back and he offered me $100, which I snapped right up. So there's a perfect example of how it'll work. But I do realize there are some unreasonable people out there that will offer you $5 or $10 with free shipping on a $100 item. I totally understand there are still some people like that, and you won't be able to clinch all the sales, no. But you can usually tell by their wording. If they offer half of what you're asking or more, usually you'll be able to work with them. Anything less, you might not. The only ones I can say you'll never be able to deal with, as I've said in the past, are the ones that will say to you, what is your lowest price? Or, what is the best deal you can give me on this item? Because they're not even weighing in with an amount that they're willing to spend. This is my opinion, okay guys? You don't have to agree or disagree. That's your business. I'm just telling you my opinion. When they tell you, what is the best price you can give me, or what is the lowest you will go, that's practically the only time that I think the sale will never be consummated. I'd rather have a guy offer me $5 for a $100 item, because at least I know where he stands. He's weighing in at $5. But anyway, to encapsulate, lowball offers are part of selling online. Sometimes you'll make the deal, sometimes you won't. All right? In last week's video, a couple of people mentioned about regional boxes, regional box A versus regional box B, the sizes and shapes. I have never used regional boxes because they're not big enough for my full wheel covers. However, they are big enough for my smaller caps. However, my smaller caps are lighter in weight. Often they're under a pound. So it wouldn't pay for me to use a regional box in that case. But I do realize regional boxes work for you. If any of you guys want to elaborate I never actually had a regional box here. I've never ordered them because I don't think they're big enough for my full covers. But do any of you guys off the top of your head know the dimensions of regional box B? Somebody sent me a link the other day on Facebook with all the information about it, and I promptly didn't save it and lost it. But if any of you guys want to comment on regional boxes, that'll be great. I think that's going to bring it to a close for now, guys. Two quick items. If you're wondering why I'm standing and not sitting, it's because the chair is all wet from all the rain we're getting. And yes, it's rained just about every day. It's been cloudy every single day. There are a few peaks of sun now, nothing to write home about. They're predicting showers or rain every day. Rain on Sunday, turning to snow Sunday night. Can you believe this? Sunday will be March 20th, I think, and it will be snowing. Go figure. Anyway, guys, I'm Crazy New York Driver. You're not. Thanks for watching. Any questions or comments are all welcome below. I'm especially interested if any of you guys as sellers have encountered buyers returning things to you on a whim without contacting you through eBay and initiating a return request or contacting you directly. I'm very interested. Please state your cases below and any other comments you have. Thanks for watching. See you guys next Friday right here on the Crazy New York Driver Show. See ya. Oh wait, one more thing. Peace!